I'm doing an investigation on infidelity. We heard one of the ladies in there was actually...
I cannot have you taking pictures or video on the...
If you don't stop, I will call the police.
Okay.
Give me the warning. Thank you very much.
Sometimes all it takes is a camera to make people lose their minds. One man stands on a public sidewalk, recording. Within seconds, he's confronted, told to stop filming, threatened with the police, and treated like a criminal. But here's the thing. He's not breaking a single law. What happens next shows just how far some folks will go when they don't understand your rights. I'm Major Tom, and this one's about to get interesting. And if you want more content like this, make sure to check out this recommended channel for more information.
Say. I think she does. Hey, how you doing? Yes, what's your name?
My name is Lori.
Do you have a bottle of water and a lollipop?
No, I don't. But we can't have you taking videos or pictures of the...
I'm actually working. I'm doing an investigation.
Okay, I still can't have you taking video or pictures of the property.
But I'm working. I'm doing an investigation on infidelity. We heard one of the ladies in there was actually...
I cannot have you taking pictures or video on the property.
Even
so
though...
I need you to stop right now or I will call the police.
Don't you? There's no need for that. I'm actually
Sir,
just... Go ahead, ma'am.
I need you to stop filming and taking videos of my property because we do not allow it at UMB.
And just for the record, I have no intent on going in or
I
on
don't
your
care.
property. I'm not going on your property.
Okay.
I'm just going to...
I will-
Hey, hold on real quick. One more question. Can you answer a question for me? Right here, look. Is that right there? There you go. I can barely hear you. I'm sorry. Yeah. What's your name? Rico. Yes. Can you scoop a little? I can barely hear you. I let her know what I was doing. Did she let you know?
Okay, when you're taking pictures of the bank, it doesn't look good. That's why I'm asking.
But I told her I was working. I was doing an investigation.
Is it an investigation of
No, yeah, on infidelity. We heard one of the ladies in there was actually cheating on their spouse,
I understand. Okay.
and they was doing it in a very like sneaky way. I guess they've been having like DoorDash or like Uber Eats pull up, but it's not really DoorDash. It's their sneaky link. So we would just since we missed the lunch, we was just trying to see maybe when they said they're catching an Uber, see if they sneaky link is picking them up.
I understand. For your own bank property, taking pictures of the bank and it doesn't look good.
I'm not.
I want to ask you to stop videotaping at the bank, okay?
Yes, I also let her know that I'm not going in or on you guys' property.
I understand. But you're taking a videotape of the bank and that's not something that I'm recommending you do. Okay?
Okay, but I just informed you on what I was doing, so it's
None of my concern.
it's.
I would ask you to stop taking videotapes of the bank, okay?
I'm working at them. I'm so. And these are things, I'm really not even comfortable doing these kind of jobs, It's almost like your toilet stool backed up, It's a shitty job, but, somebody got to do it, so. And I'm not going to be out here long, just a few more hours, and then I can get on out of here, man.
To be honest with you, if you continue to videotape the bank, I'm going to have to call the police because that's not something that you should be doing at bank. It looks suspicious, okay?
And
I'm giving you the courtesy of stopping.
And I totally understand how it looks suspicious, but after I advised you on what I'm doing, that should suppress your suspicious, right?
It has nothing to do with that. It's about protecting the bank and not associates or whatever your intentions are.
Uh-huh.
I'm asking you to stop videotaping the bank, otherwise I can have to call the police and drop the explain to them, okay?
Again, sir, there's really no need to call the cops, and
Then you can stop videotaping the bank.
I'm not really recording the bank. I'm trying to get the ladies that's.
That's completely inappropriate. Don't be videotaping our associates. You need to stop doing that, okay?
Okay, and again, so I'm not going to be long. Just a couple hours, man.
If you don't stop, I will call the police.
Okay.
Give me the warning. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Is one more question. Can I ask you a question? Is these the employees' cars?
I'll call the police, sir. I'm done. Thank you.
Is these the...
All right, folks, let's talk about what we're seeing here. Our guy from Kansas City Accountability is standing on a public sidewalk. That's key, a publicly accessible area. The moment you step onto that sidewalk, your First Amendment rights are in full effect. You've got the right to record anything your eyes can see from public space. Now here comes this woman, sore from inside the bank. And like so many people who don't know the law, she jumps straight into authority mode. She tells him, "You can't record here," and threatens to call the police. Well, here's the problem with that. The First Amendment doesn't stop at someone's feelings. It protects acts of expression in public, and that includes recording, photographing, or documenting matters of public interest. What's happening on that property can be seen from the street. That means it's fair game to film. And unless there's a clearly posted policy that applies to the public, not private employees, SOAR has zero legal ground to demand he stop recording. Now, our guy does something smart here. He stays calm. He doesn't cross the property line, doesn't get loud, doesn't argue. He lets her talk herself into a corner. That's exactly how you handle a situation like this. Let them show the ignorance. You just keep documenting. But this right here, this little moment, it's where we see the bigger issue in America today. People confusing personal comfort with lawful authority. Just because you work somewhere doesn't give you power over public space. And the second you threaten to call the cops over illegal activity, you're not protecting the bank anymore. You're stepping into the territory of violating someone's constitutional rights. This is what the First Amendment is meant to test. How much do we, as a society, really understand the freedoms we claim to value?
Well, I'm just curious, what did he say to you? I was just a little curious on what did he say to you?
Well, that was a conversation that him and I had.
Okay, I just want to see.
He doesn't want you on the bank property. I understand you're not on the bank property. That's all they're saying. You're making people feel uncomfortable with videotaping, I guess.
And I told him exactly why I was here.
Okay.
And what I'm doing is actually make me uncomfortable as well. Because I told him I'm doing an investigation on the bank, that infidelity is going on in there. Someone actually hired me to come out because their significant others cheat.
Like an associate's cheating on something?
Yeah, somebody's in there cheating. And this has been going on for like over 6 months now.
Really?
And they told me how they do it is, they make it seem like they ordering DoorDash or Uber Eats, and they sneaky link is pulling up. So I actually missed the lunch hour, so I was hoping I can probably see one of them riding off with their sneaky link. So, but I wasn't able to. Sneaky link?
I don't know what that is.
You don't? Okay, like if you got like a girlfriend or a wife, but you sneaking off to link up with somebody else. That's a sneaky link. So, and I told the guy that. I said, I'm not going in or on your property. Like, if you can help me with a couple questions, I can get on out of here. But I told him, like, hey, I'm just on the sidewalk, seeing if I can catch him in the act. They said she was doing fun jobs when she get off of work, because her kiss tastes different. Yeah, he said the kiss tastes like pubic hair, man, so... Yeah.
So you're doing a private investigation?
Yeah, that's all. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Diddy.
Yeah, that for real?
Yeah. Do you have
Hey.
like a private security ID, or you just do it?
No, I typically have some cards on me. I told him, I asked him for his business card. I said, I can email it to you when I'm done. Sure. I told him I didn't want to, even the information I gave him was a little too much. I told him it make me feel uncomfortable. Out of the many jobs that I do, this is probably my least favorite one. But I told him, just like your toilet stool backed up, man, it's a shitty job, but, you know, somebody got to do it. And I was like, I was telling him, because he called you guys, I'm like, I'm sure you don't like arresting people, putting them in jail, do you?
Absolutely not. I'd rather go a whole shift without it.
Exactly, but, you know, it's something you actually have to do, man, and actually pays the bills. So, well, while I got you here, maybe can you answer a question for me? A few other officers had issues with.
I can try.
If you can get a dozen eggs for 12 cents, how many eggs can you get with $1?
All right, say that again. Is this a riddle?
If you can get a dozen eggs for 12 cents, how many eggs can you get with $1?
8 dozen.
8 dozen? Okay. How about this one? A guy rode in a horse. He came into town on Friday, stayed 3 nights, and he left on Friday. How is that possible?
Horse's name was Friday.
Give me some on that, man. Hey!
Can I just get your name saying we talked? And
You can just write down Bartholomew.
You Okay, you don't want to identify yourself?
I mean, do I have to?
You don't have to.
Okay, yeah, just write down Bartholomew.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just let me know, man. Was he crying like a bitch?
No, he was cool.
He was.
He just said some of the people were feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He's just trying to look out for his people.
Yeah, and I understand. And I told him I understand. I just told him, you know, I feel a little uncomfortable as well. Right. So, and I told him there's no need to call you guys. I said, I'm on the sidewalk, so.
Well, you stay on the sidewalk. They don't want you on their property.
Yeah.
You're not causing a disturbance.
Yeah. I wouldn't say nothing to nobody, man.
Right,
But take care, man. Yes, sir. Take care, man. Stay safe out there. Yeah.
So after a few minutes of back and forth, Officer Diddy finally shows up, and you can tell right away this guy's got a level head. He listens, observes, and doesn't escalate. That's exactly how it should be. Our guy from Kansas City Accountability explains he's on the sidewalk, not the bank's property, and that he's recording as part of his work. Officer Diddy confirms the key point. Being on public property means you can film what's visible from there. End of story. Meanwhile, Soar and the other bank staff are still uncomfortable. But remember, folks, feeling uncomfortable is not a crime. The Constitution doesn't bend for your comfort. It protects your rights. What I appreciate here is how calm everyone eventually gets. The officer doesn't try to flex authority, and our auditor doesn't lose his cool. That's how you win these encounters, not through yelling or ego, but through knowledge and composure. The First Amendment protects your right to record in public. It's there so government, police, and even big corporations can't hide behind their walls when they operate in the public eye. But it also demands that we exercise those rights responsibly, with respect and restraint. Moral of the story: know your rights and use them wisely. Stand firm, stay calm, and always keep that camera rolling. Because when you know the law, you don't have to fear the badge, the sign, or the angry employee at the door. I'm Major Tom, reminding you, freedom isn't granted, it's exercised.